Speaking of people who don't get it, The View, they had a special. You watched some of this, didn't you? Did you enjoy it?
They look tense, actually. But one thing that was interesting about this whole episode was the level of it.
You said they look tense. Oh, okay.
But there's a level of acceptance in it, right? That was really interesting, and it's kind of like, I don't know, their husband had been cheating, but they're totally financially dependent on him, so they just had to accept it. You know, it was anyway. I'll let you play.
I just thought I'd let you so Alyssa Farah apparently worked in the Trump administration before she started coming on here being the token Republican and saying she voted Kamala, and she falls out with Sonny Hostin a little bit here, which is quite funny.
And finally, we talk a lot about these different demographics and these assumptions of where they're going to go. Latinos in Texas, a district that's 97% Latino, went 75 percentage points for Donald Trump. Why?
Misogyny.
It's on the border. The border crisis is on their doorstep. And they were begging people to care about it for years. We need to take some lessons.
That's what that was.
The lessons are not
Knock,
misogyny,
knock. Who's there? Oh my gosh, it's Whoopi.
Why don't you just announce her presence like a demon? Isn't that what biblical demons do?
It's about right, yeah.
Well,
I am Whoopi, for we are many. Just, again, the idea that, yes, please keep your level of resolution being they just hate us because they're sexist. That's fine. Next time, pick a female candidate. I'm sure that it will change your mind. Just pick someone equally as qualified as Kamala Harris. Please.
Latinos hate us because we're brown.
I literally read an article, I think it was in New York
Which
Times,
might be true, actually.
saying the main reason why Kamala lost is that she didn't highlight her diversity.
Oh yeah, that was the problem. Yeah, they didn't mention that enough.
I do love that meme I was saying to you off air of Anakin Skywalker. General white race savior. You're browner than I expected.
Thing is, I was curious. I don't understand what the Native Americans are breaking for Trump so hard over.
Casinos.
It
is. I guarantee it's because no tax on tips and lower energy costs is good for business, and they run lots of casinos.
And they're like, "What? We're really going to vote for Trump?" And they're like, "Well, a white devil we know, a brown devil."
Well, they know he's communed with the spirits and he's got spiritual protection, so they trust him.
That's a great point. The animals are with him, aren't they? You know,
They are, yeah.
So nature appears to be supporting Trump.
My ancestor was a raccoon, and he told me in the Vision Quest, vote for Donald Trump.
See, I'm totally on board, man. I like the base Native Americans. I think that's a great meme.
Yeah. Speaking of people that don't have it in them, Brian Stelter.
Oh God.
Will there be a journalistic brain drain in DC? A talent agent, I've said, what I've heard anecdotally, a lot of reporters are questioning if they have it in them to report on another Trump cycle.
Just draining the swamp.
Good.
That would be great.
Just chasing them out like
I've just
ogres with
realised,
pitchforks.
actually, you know how Trump went to McDonald's as a really good and popular PR stunt? Kamala could have gone to a Waffle House and started a fight to appeal to a demographic. Just throwing it out there.
She's already winning black women. I mean,
I don't understand what this guy is on about, because Trump essentially makes their life easy. All they need to do is to sit down and say what he said was racist.
Yeah, they just
what he
follow his
said was a
Twitter
bad innuendo, things like that. That's what they've been doing.
Also, reporting the actual facts is the easy bit. It's the other stuff that's the difficult.
That's the point. They're in campaigner mode. So as far as the media has been campaigning against Trump for 8 years at this point, and where's it led them? A colossal landslide defeat where Trump controls literally the entire United States at this point. He's going to have control of literally everything. And they're like, I just don't think I can do this. And so maybe you shouldn't. If you hadn't done this, maybe this wouldn't have turned out like this.
One that you brought up to me as well, which I saw on the way in this morning. Anyone remember Michael Cohen?
I love this. I was laughing for about 5 minutes.
Trump's former lawyer who lied to Congress, got sent to prison, tried to do the whole Stormy Daniels thing, and he came back and then got defeated. So he decided to go live on Instagram, and then people decided to
audio, please. Hang on.
I appreciate it. I don't like the stupid turkeys. All right, let's just knock that stupid shit off, please. All right. I did. I said I was leaving, and then the following day, get that through your dumb heads. The following day, I turned around and I said that there's no chance in the world that I'm leaving my country. Thank you very much. All right? I'm not leaving anyway. You leave. This is my country. And I have every right, every single right within which to turn around when we stop so we can... All right, 2 seconds, I'm going to end up blocking this idiot.
crying.
I am, yeah. And I've seen it about 5 times before as well. It's just everything about it.
Response to this.
Oh, wise guy, eh?
Just the idea of constantly trolling someone to their face when they're really angry.
I have a serious point I'm making, damn it. It's the Elvis hair.
The turkey repeatedly coming back.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's just the right kind of silly.
This exact kind of trolling has led Kamala Harris's campaign advisor to just delete his Twitter account. So that's some good fun. I also wanted to play this one because this woman is a self-described political analyst.
Rory Stewart vein, is it?
Everything that's been going on across the country today. And my most important encounter was when I went out to get my champagne. I was talking to the guy in the store, of course, asking him, did he vote? And he said he did early voting, and he asked me if I early voted. And he asked me, why I was getting the champagne. And I said, because I'm going to be toasting Madam President tonight. And he just looked at me with kind of like a smirk on his face. And I said, she's going to win this, right? And he says, oh, well, it's very, very close. And I said, no, it's not.
Good point.
I said, well, what do you mean? I said, no, it's not. The women of America are making their voices heard. Reproductive
shrill.
rights is what
And
it all
people want
comes
them to
down
shut
to.
up.
And the women are voting in numbers relative to men that are unbelievable. She's won this. And I said to him, she's going to take every one of the swing states plus Iowa. And he said, oh, but the numbers are so close. I said, I'm a political analyst. I'm telling you right now, the numbers are there. She's taking this election. And then I said to him, you realize, and he didn't tell me who he voted for, but of course I knew. And I said, you do realize you wasted your vote, right? And I didn't care. And I walked out with my bottle of champagne and happily walked home. Bye-bye.
Aged well.
As you know, Kamala Harris did not win the election. As the numbers stand right now, there were 18 million fewer votes than in 2020. And
How could this have happened?
All along, you have to have a huge, huge turnout, and it goes to the Dems. And we didn't have it. There is one fundamental thing that you cannot account for when you're using data to predict or project the outcome of an election.
Stupidity.
You can't factor in the impact of racism, the existence of racism.
That's not even true either.
Misogyny.
No. Yeah, I don't think that's true at all.
As a data scientist, I'm going to out-credential her. Yeah, as a data scientist, actually you can factor in racism, and it's actually quite easy. You're just bad at your job.
Also, political analysis is probably overselling it. She probably just looks at a poll secondhand.
That is just so good, isn't it? The women of America, and then when you look at just how people voted, everyone just swings to Trump.
It's young, attractive blondes doing the YMCA.
Yeah.
All nice. This is some of the stuff that you decided to bring my attention to, Stelios.
Yeah, we say. I mean, we've discussed this with Harry.
This was the Harry
This was
Sissons.
one of the most cringy.
His clown
cringe
car full of
response.
twinks, and then the guy who killed Bin Laden said, "You're not men, you're boys. If there was no social media, you'd be my concubine."
After killing Bin Laden, he took a little bit of Bin Laden's soul inside him, and so adopted Islamic methods.
The flex, though.
Yeah.
Like, no, I would literally have you as concubine.
If you would like to see the full version of this premium video, please head over to lotuseaters.com and subscribe to gain full access to all of our premium content.